Hello and welcome to Holdredge Crusade. This is Holdredge, a gnomish paladin of level 33. This is going to be a little side video for the quest, the Sword of Nobility. There is a larger video series related to Holdredge and his crusade to kill vampires on the moon. But this is a little spin-off to get the Ghoulbane sword. So we're going to go ahead and get started here. This quest starts with this man right here. And we're going to go ahead and hail him. Hello, Holdredge. What brings you to the Karanas? Do you seek enlightenment? I seek enlightenment, sir. I could see by the look in your eyes that you have are looking for something more than just enlightenment. Perhaps you are looking for a sword crafted by a noble man. I am indeed looking for a sword named Ghoulbane. It is not just a sword, my friend, it is much more than that. This sword carries with it a special power, something unlike anything else within this realm. What kind of power does this sword have? It is an instrument fashioned together by a noble man. It is said to be blessed by the gods themselves. Only a man whose bloodline comes from nobility may wield it. Do you seek the Sword of Nobility? I do seek the Sword of Nobility. I see. Then take this note to Ogrebane. I've been told he can be found fishing not far from the Dwarven City. All right, so let's go ahead and get started here. We need to head off to the Butcher Block Mountains to turn this note in and get to the next stage of the quest. Alrighty, we finally found Mr. Ogrebane. He is located right up here, north of the docks, to take the translocators to Ocean of Tears and Timorous Deep. So let's go ahead and we hand him this note. See if the note says anything. We can't click on it, so let's go ahead and do that. Does he respond to hail? He just says, "Hello, Holdredge. I see you've spoken with Raishon. You seem tired from your long journey. Sit with me as I tell you a tale about a true friend of mine, a great man known as Amst Turnalis. Let's go with Amst for now. I'm not even gonna try. All right. He was a good man. I've followed him into battle many times. We've seen many of our friends die by the sword of others. What kind of battles? I remember the first time we charged into battle. I was so scared. My hands wouldn't stop trembling. He pulled me aside. Before the initial attack began, he held my hands with his. I saw his hands begin to glow. I felt his energy pass into me. I felt courage. What kind of courage? I'll never forget what he did for me that day. He gave me the courage to continue. No one's ever done anything like that for me. I vowed that day that I'd follow him into any battle. I'd be there fighting alongside him no matter what. As time went on, we came across an elven woman named Ambrine. Ambrine who? Ambrine was younger than he and I. She knew the powers of nature. She was able to control the rain which fell from the heavens and would call upon the spirits to aid her. It was obvious that Amst took a liking to Ambrine. She ended up coming along with us on our crusades. The last that I saw of Ambrine was when we went to the snow-covered lands of Everfrost. We were wandering the lands when a freak snowstorm hit us. We were separated from one another for quite some time. What kind of... Oh, a freak snowstorm? I don't know where it came from, but it was so sudden that it caught us all off guard. The snow quickly became unbearable. I tried to move to higher ground, but was unable to. I was stuck within the snowy confines, and I didn't know what to do next. What did you do next? As I laid there, my body began to slowly freeze. I knew death was near, and I accepted the inevitable. Suddenly, I felt something clutching at my cloak. I was being dragged upward out of the snow. A hand pressed against my chest and began to glow. I felt energy pass into my body. Do you know how he had saved me? How did he save you? He saved my life by laying his hands upon my body. A few moments later, we found Amberine lying in the snow, her body frozen by the harsh surroundings. We lifted her off the ground and began to look for shelter. Did you find shelter? We ended up taking refuge within a deserted cabin, not far from our location. We knew that we did not have much time left to bring life back to her body. However, the storm did not pass through, and we knew we couldn't venture far out without fear of freezing. I warmed the cabin and rested for some time, thinking about what we were going to do. It wasn't long before my exhaustion took over. I fell into a deep slumber that night. A deep slumber? That night, I dreamt of many things. Random thoughts kept swirling around my mind. I kept seeing image of a cloaked being and Amst circled around a fire. I saw Embrene's body convulsing above the fire as if life began to be brought back to it. I don't know what happened that night. I don't know if what I dreamt was real, but before I woke, I saw a strange image. What was the strange image? I saw Amst lower his head and walk away in silence. He was surrounded by two beings carrying a torch. I don't know what it meant, but I swear it was real. When I woke, both Amst and Ambrine were gone. Please find Lilara and give her this pendant to her. This pendant belonged to Amst. She too had a vision that night that may clear up things. If she asks where you got it from, mention my name. All right, so we have another person to go find, and our dwarven friend here despawned. So, is there any clue to where she is? This is a lore, and I don't remember her being mentioned there. All right, we are here in Dagnor's Cauldron. Right here with Laura. So here we go. So we give the pendant to her, and I found her via Alakazam. So I didn't spend much time looking. I just looked it up. All right. So Can Thunk gave it to me. And I think I spelled his name wrong. Oh, she has a weird asterisk next to her name. I take it you're here to find out more about Amstaff. Amstaff who? I've known Amstaff since he was a child. We grew up in the same city together. Ever since I've known him, there's always been something unusual about him. What kind of unusual? When we were growing up, we used to venture outside the city gates. Sometimes we would encounter a wandering ghoul or an undead spirit of some sort. He was always able to quickly dismiss undead, with very little effort. I learned many things growing up with Amstaff. What kind of things did you learn? Amstaff told me many things when we were younger. Once he told me that life isn't about how you get there, it's about where you end up. I miss my dear friend. It's been a long time since I've seen him. That night of the snowstorm, I dreamt about him. I remember seeing Amstaff's face. I saw something I've never seen before. What did you see? I saw desperation. I spoke to many people who knew him, trying to find out if anyone had heard anything about that night. No one knew anything about it. When I had reached the dwarven hunting grounds, I ran into a woman named Wallen. She kept rambling on and on about the power of the orb and something about magicot. I didn't understand what she was saying. She didn't know anything about my situation either, but she did tell me that there was some others that were able to help me. She told me that I should find Ruthe. Where is Ruthe? Ruthe is known for her ability to look into people's soul and find the truth. Though I wasn't able to find Amstaff, I was able to recover his sword. I believe that by having his sword, I am closer to finding him. Take this note to Ruthe and tell her that I sent you. Alright, we got another note, and we need to go to Ruthe. And Ruthe is located in Lava Storm Mountains, so I'm gonna head off there. All right, we've made it to Lava Storm Mountains, and here is Ruthe. Hello, Holdredge. Let's go ahead and give her the note, and we got a new one to respond. I see that you've spoken to Laura. She too came to me looking for Amstaff. Though she wasn't able to find her friend, she was able to recover his sword. You have his sword? I've heard stories about a holy sword. There are many rumored to be hidden throughout all of the world, yet only a few have actually been found. Amstaff had one of these swords. It is known for its ability to dismiss the undead. Perhaps by having this sword, it'll bring you closer to finding your friend. Gather a ghoul's heart, Amstaff's scroll, the blade of nobility, and Nobleman's hilt, and place them in this bag. What bag? Take this bag. Gather the items I've mentioned. I've been told that the ghoul's heart can be found in the estate of the undead, while the scroll can be found in a keep not far from the Karanas. One of the others are rumored to be found near the dwarven city among the goblins, while the last should be found in the caverns of Naija. Alright, so we have a little bag we need to put some stuff in, and we need to go to Unrest, Highkeep Hold, Butcher Block Mountain, and the Caverns of Naija. And conveniently, right over here is the caverns, so we're going to head over that way right now and pick up inside there. Alright, we're in Naija now. I'm going to bring out my mercenary. My mercenary is the one who informed me of this quest after spending a mini moon in Upper Guck trying to kill the Shen Lord who never showed his face. So we need to find skeletons, and I don't know exactly where they are, so we're just gonna kind of like work our way through here. Large skeleton, these might be them. So we are looking for I think it's the hilt from here. Let's see, Nobleman's hilt, I would assume. All right, I think we found a skeleton that could be possible. It's level 23. Let's go ahead and see if this is the one. We're looking from a hilt of a nobleman from these. Looks like we're gonna have to kill the names in here to get the keys to make our way through the zone. I've killed quite a few of the A skeletons so far, but no luck. So, gonna have to make our way through the zone. There is a named somewhere around here that is supposed to also drop the hilt, but I haven't found him yet. Officer Grush is the next one, I believe, for the key. There's a few mobs. We need keys to unlock all these different doors over here, with the final one being the Naija key, which requires the golden Crescent Key. I haven't been in this zone in a long time, so it's, I guess this is not the guy. They drop a shaman spear, that's kind of nice. Alright, then I think there's another guy, the guard captain, right here. And, should be able to kill him. We're the only ones in the zone right now, so it's kind of a nice opportunity. And I've leveled this character from, I think it was like 28 to 33, killing, the placeholders for the Shin Lord in, Upper Guck. So, little backstory on that, that'll be in a different video for, this guy's life. Alright, so we're gonna keep going, until I can find the hilt or, something else of interest. Alright, we found another name, Rathel here. I don't know what, I think he drops the next key. But I haven't found any more of these skeletons that we've been hunting for. So this gives us the Bloodstain key, and I think that's another dull bone key we already have, yeah. So if somehow you got past that door, you get a second key. You come here. And so this guy's fairly easy. We are level 33. I think this is like a mid-20s dungeon. There we go. He's down. And we still have to use the key to go to the next part. We don't need this one anymore, right? Yeah, those are the same. Alright, I'm going to keep searching until we can make our way to the next part of the quest. Alright, looks like the next named Linza is up, so we're going to kill her. And that'll give us the next key to the next locked boss door. I believe it's up over here. This is the golden Crescent Key. And if I'm not mistaken, this is the one who used to drop the Journeyman boots. It's been a while, so I can't remember, but... So we got the Earring of Disease Reflection, which is quite nice, ironically. I mean, you know, if you're playing a classic anyway, it's not perfect. Alright, so now we have all 4 keys, I believe. I think we're just missing the guard's key, which unlocks the cages down below. Alright, so I'm going to keep killing stuff until I can find the hilt. Alakazam says people are taking like 4 hours to find it, so... it could be a while. Awesome. So awesome. On the way out of Drinzella's room here, heading up to Naija's room, I was able to kill a skeleton outside of there and pick up the hilt. So we have the Hilt of Ghoul Bay now. I'm going to run up to the names room right up, I think it's this way, right? Alright, it's right under this underground little frog-lock ghoul area. I totally didn't remember any of this stuff from the last time I was here. A long time ago. So, we need the golden Crescent Key. Open this door. And it looks like I don't think she's up. Does not look like it. So, she drops the flowing black robe, which on my server sells for like 10k because I sold one. I had an extra one from doing No Regards Epic 1.5, I believe. Somehow I acquired 2 of them. So definitely worth camping if you need a little bit of money. But I think we're done here now, so we're going to head off to the next location. So we need to go to either Highkeep or Unrest or Butcher Block. So I think Highkeep will be the next one, and then we'll go Butcher Block and the next one. So I'm going to go ahead and start going there. Alright, we're down in the basement of Highkeep, and we're looking for a goblin, crazed goblin, a goblin thief, and a goblin. So I do have cloudy potions, which give me the ability to become invisible. So there is a goblin thief right here. Let's go ahead and try him. I don't think we'll have any problem with these light blues, honestly. Without my mercenary, I was able to kill like 6 froglocks at once. So I can't imagine these things are hard at all. Paladins are just insanely overpowered when it comes to killing things. And we did not get what we wanted, so... So what I'm going to do is I'm going to be killing goblins for a while. I am the only one in the zone at the moment, so... pretty much killing goblins is going to be my life, and we'll go from there. Oh my gosh, after about 8 hours of camping, we finally got Amsteth's scroll, so we're going to go ahead and loot that. Let's put that in our bag. The next item we need is in Butcher Block Mountains, so I'm going to head off that way, and we will... when I find the goblins there, or whatever it is we gotta kill, we'll be there. Alright, we're here in Butcher Block. I went ahead and started clearing out the camp. The camp is located, here's the plain knowledge book. It's right over here. We just got the Blade of Nobility, dropped from a goblin. There are the 3 spawn points in this location. One right here where my mercenary is. Another one right here. And then one more up here. They all spawn either crazed goblins or a goblin. And they're, I think, level 20 to like whatever that light blue one was just a second ago. I guess I didn't con it, but I've been killing him for a little while. We got him down. So the next piece of the puzzle is over in Dragnor's Cauldron, and that's where we're heading now. Alrighty, after a few, like maybe less than 2 clears of the entire second floor here of the Unrest House, we got the Ghoul's Heart. From a ghoul, it also can drop off of crazed ghouls that spawn in each of the 4 corners. So that gives us everything we need. Let me move one of these bags. So we take the Nobleman's bag, we take the heart, we take the hilt, take the scroll, and the blade. We combine all those together, and we get the Ghoulbane, the probably one of the neater weapons for the level. The ratio isn't that great compared to like the item I already have, right? But the proc here is pretty nice. Let me switch to one hand. There we go, and then pop that on, and it's a light source too, so that's pretty nice. And the quest is complete at this point, so let's go try it out. And this is the old 2-hander model, so it's kind of like really cool looking from a nostalgia point of view. But here we go. So let's go to spell damage, and we can see what happens here. So we got Bane Strike, Dismiss Undead 162. So we got like 1 proc on him. Let's see how this one goes here. None yet on this guy. These are significantly lower level than this at this point. There we go. We got a proc on him. We got 38 doing this quest. So I started doing this quest at 31 is when I started camping Ghoulbane. I went to the Shenlord first, and spent a while there. Looks like I got to 33 doing that, and then I decided to actually do the actual quest, which here we are now. So we got 2 procs on this guy. So I mean, we're just kind of it's gonna lay waste to the undead that we're gonna be fighting soon. So definitely awesome. And this will be the end of this little sub episode of the overall main episode that I'm working on, which will be a 1 to 50 or so overall kind of thing. So thank you for watching, and have a fantastic day.